Whew. Alright guys, so this is a video I was not planning to do. I was not going to do this, but I feel it needs to be done because these are both great cars, but there is one that's going to outweigh the other one in a lot of ways. In different ways. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to give you the facts on these. It's going to be your opinion on which one you want to buy, which one you want to drive, which one you want to play with, whatever. But I'm going to give you the facts. We're going to drive both today. We're going to bash both. We're going to jump both. And we're going to see what you think. Now, we are driving these to their full potential. So, which means this will be on 2S and this will be on 3S. And a lot of people will say, well, why wouldn't you just put them on 2S and let them battle that way? Make it more even. Well, here's the thing. This comes 3S ready. This comes 2S ready. If this comes 3S ready, I'm going to run it to its full potential. I'm going to show everyone its full potential. And I'm going to let you see what it is. So now, as far as durability goes, this does have aluminum on 4 corners. I did that myself. It did not come that way. But there is some remarkable differences that we're going to look at with these two models. And the first difference we're going to talk about is price. So price. $250 right around out of the box. $189.99, no battery. So you can pick up a battery like this Huvo here. I think it was like $15. I put my own ends on this. I put an end on this. So let's say you go to the hobby shop, buy ends, you're looking at about let's say $220 on the high end. If you don't have a battery charger, you can buy this right around with a 2S and it's $229. But like I said, we're not comparing that. So we'll just say this costs $229 whether you buy it ready to run or you buy it without the battery to make it more fair. So you got a $20 difference on these two models, right? The Grom is a buggy. The Max is a monster truck. Now I know a lot of people are probably going, well, why aren't we comparing the Granite? Well, the reason we're not comparing the Granite is because the Granite does not come brushless yet. If the Granite came brushless, I would compare it. Here is my Granite. It has been a good little truck also, but you're going to get most readings off this that you're going to get off the Granite. Besides, this handles a lot better than the Granite because it is a buggy, and I'm guessing it's going to handle a lot better than the Max, Mini Maxx because, well, it's a buggy. So let's take handling out of the equation. Let's talk about value and things like that, box readiness, and how fast they are, and what you can actually do with them. So, one of the big tests we're going to look at today is just driving them, comparing them, and whatnot. But first, we're going to start by comparing chassis. We're going to compare the radios. We're not going to compare batteries because this did not come with the battery, but otherwise they come with a 2S battery. This is a much superior battery than their 2S battery, so let's just say that right off the bat. You get a better battery with the Mini Maxx ready to run. It is a 3500 compared to a 1400. So something to think about. So let's go ahead and let's dive right in. Let's start with these two radios. So here are your two radios you're going to be getting if you buy these models. The Mini Maxx comes with the Traxxas TQ, which has been around forever. The Arrma Typhon Grom comes with the TQ, or SL, sorry, not TQ, SLT2, and this radio does have DCS options. So, meaning you get help with steering. The Traxxas Mini Maxx does not come with any, I forget what Traxxas calls their AVC type thing, but whatever, their telemetry. It doesn't come with any telemetry options. The buggy does, which is very nice. So when you do start running on 3S, it has awesome handling control. The buggy radio is also small, so in your hand, I mean, it does fit in your hand pretty well, even if you got big hands. But I just like having a full-blown size radio. Both take 4 batteries. Both feel equally cheap. Both feel, yeah. So the only reason I'm gonna pick this way is because, yeah, Traxxas radio definitely wins, and that's because it's a full-size radio. I feel like an adult when I'm driving it, and I don't feel like a child. So that's why I like the Traxxas TQ radio. But then the point of the SLT2 is that car does have DCS or DSC, which is steering control, direct steering control or something like that. So today the TQ radio is going to win for me, just my opinion. I like the TQ radio. I've never had issues with them. They have plenty of range. They work as they should. It does not bother me that the Mini Maxx does not have steering control on it because, if I'm being honest, it's not that hard to control at a top speed of 30 miles per hour. So yeah. So both feel good radios, but TQ wins for me because it's a full-size radio. So now here we have the Typhon. This is the Typhon Grom. These are not the stock wheels. The stock wheels you would usually get, or you will get, are these right here. And these have never been ran or put on this, but I did run them on my own Typhon. They did all right. But I prefer Badlands. As soon as someone comes out with tires for the Mini Maxx, they'll have tires on it too. So first of all, feeling suspension. Suspension feels really good on this Typhon Grom. Right out of the box, I really didn't adjust it. You do get your brushless system in here. You have a 2-in-1 ESC and receiver, and your brushless KV motor with a heat sink. And you do also get a little fan in here to help keep things cool for running on 3S and things like that. You do get adjustable turn steering links on the Typhon Grom. You get full metal shocks, or metal bodied shocks with a metal cap. The bottom is not metal. Looking over the Typhon Grom chassis, it is a very simple platform to work on. I have worked on these plenty, as you guys have seen. I have upgraded these plenty, as you guys have seen. This new model, I have not done anything to but the metal in the four corners, and that was just to make it look pretty. So, yes, and the Badland tires. Gotta have Badland tires on Basher. But otherwise, yes, very nice chassis layout. It's very simple and easy to get the battery in and out. So what I usually do is I'll take put my strap in, and then I don't want this bouncing around hitting things, so I'll try my best to get that underneath there. Sorry guys, the camera's right in front of me, so it's kind of hard to... I'm going to plug this in. This will usually come with an IC2 connector, so keep that in mind. This is an IC3, so I can run my bigger batteries. If you do run 3S, I suggest going to an IC3 connector or even bigger than that, just to keep things safe. I would not run the IC2 on 3S, just my personal opinion. There we go. And this thing does look absolutely gorgeous. It is pretty stunning. I like the colors that Arrma picked for this. It looks great. Let's put this one to the side and let's grab the Mini Maxx. Okay, so here is the Mini Maxx. After our speed test yesterday, I forgot to peel the tape off it. Top speed of 29 miles per hour on this one is what I got. On the Arrma Typhon Grom, I believe I got a top speed of 50 on 3S. I don't even know if I've done the speed test on that yet, so I might have to do that. But anyways, 29 miles per hour is what I got on this. You do get some excellent sized tires and wheels. These are the Sledgehammer tires. They have done alright for me, but they are not perfect. Which, if they come out with Badlands for this thing will get Badlands also. I just love that tire. You also do have a clipless design, just like the Typhon Grom. I don't know if I mentioned that on the Typhon Grom, but there is clipless. Feeling the suspension feels good now. Coming out of box, this thing did have a leaky shock, and I also did have to put clips on the suspension to make it correct. That is another nice thing about the Typhon Grom, is you can adjust it just by the collar. It has threaded collar, so you can just adjust them down, get as stiff as you want. The suspension feels very good on this Max now, ever since I did that. Pull off the body here, totally clipless design. In the front and in the back. We do have 110 scale electronics with a 110 scale drivetrain. We have a 110 size servo, but the servo is completely plastic. So whatever that's worth to you, it can be worth. Modular design that looks very hard to work on for someone who isn't into RC all the time, who is just getting new into the RC. I think the Mini Maxx is going to be a little bit of a pain to work on. If we come over here to this side, we have our battery tray. You simply push down, pull up, that pops up. Then we can grab our Traxxas 3500 2S battery. Then you simply go ahead and plug in the Traxxas connector and then turn it on. Turn your radio on first, then turn it on, and you are ready to rock. Chassis design is very cool, but it is not a simple chassis design to work on. It is built after the Max and the X Max, so it shares the design with those chassis. So just keep that in mind when buying the Mini Maxx. If you buy it over the Typhon Grom, that this is going to be a little bit harder to work on. The Typhon Grom is going to be a lot simpler to work on. So that choice is going to kind of have to be up to you. If you've been in the hobby a long time, it might not be a problem. But if you're getting new into the hobby and you're just looking to buy one or the other, Typhon Grom might be a better option for you in that category of simplicity of working on it. If you guys are looking at these as your first or new RC, make sure you're working on your own RCs. Don't take them into the hobby shop and get ripped off on parts. Or not parts, but labor. They are ridiculous around me for their labor. So, guys, learn how to work on your stuff. Maybe you could find a RC club local that will help you work on your stuff. I know if people need help around me, I'm always willing to help out. So if you're from the Minnesota area and you need help working on your RC, let me know, and I will more than likely be willing to help you, depending what I got going on that week. So yes, very, very cool design. I think Traxxas hit it out of the park with this chassis, as they have on the other two models that it comes with, even including the Max Slash. This chassis is great. The body is a little bit harder on the Mini Maxx to line up, but once you get used to it, push down, you're good to go. Simply unclip it again to get it off. Alright, let's take these two RCs outside and let's get some bashing going. So today, guys, we are going to start with the Typhon Grom. To start it up, you simply are going to hold your radio, turn it on, pull off the body to your Typhon Grom. Go ahead and press the power button. And as you can see, ECS is on. We will be using this feature because it is a feature of the RC that comes with it, so it is something that needs to be noted. Already crashed it. So yes, guys, this thing handles great with that DCS. So right now, I'm just turning it off, trying to give you guys an idea of what it's like without it. And as you can see, it is a handful. So let's go ahead and turn that back on. Now watch this as we take off completely straight. Now, the Typhon Grom flies nice. one thing I will say, guys, if you are looking for the faster model out of the box that you can run 3S on, then you're definitely looking at the Typhon Grom. The Max ain't even going to be something you're going to want to look at. But they both have their places, and we'll talk about that at the end of the video. It looks like a little rocket ship when it goes by the camera. Ooh, that could have been nasty. Believe it or not, guys, I think this is like my third pack through this Typhon Grom, and it's just so much fun. It's unbelievable how much fun this little Mini is. I would go as far to say is that this is probably the most fun I've had with a Mini of this scale. Oops. And it's a tough little bugger, guys. It holds together real well. Great air control. We are going to do full battery runs on both these, so if you want to see the Mini Maxx now, you can skip ahead. I don't know how far ahead it is, but yeah. This thing's got to almost be dead, I would think. And as you guys can see, it is making it through the grass okay, but it does not do a good job as the Mini Maxx. So it's kind of something to keep in mind. The Mini Maxx will make it through the grass a lot easier. Oh, see? There we go. Got it out. Oh, there we go. Battery did just tank. Battery is done. I don't know what we got for time. Not really comparing times, because you can buy as many batteries as you want for either one and have unlimited run time. So let's get this back up there. Let's get the Mini Maxx started up. Okay, so to start up the Mini Maxx, you're simply going to turn the radio on. Pull your clipless body off. Make sure your battery is plugged in and simply turn it on. Make sure you got control. There we go. Alright, we are ready to go with the Mini Maxx. Let's get it down there and let's get it back. We'll kind of start off ripping out in the driveway here like we did at first with the Typhon. But then I crashed it, so I ended up going down there. So let's just get a little rip here. So as you can see, it's not the easiest handling thing ever. Kind of on the end of the driveway bowl here. So guys, where it lacks in speed, it does have the torque. It is a torquey little monster truck. It's a very cool little monster truck. I gotta say, Traxxas did do a pretty good job. I wish we could have seen a 3S option in this for the price point, but you know, you're getting a lot for $250. You're not getting a mini monster truck. You're getting a mid-sized monster truck that is in between 1/10 and I would say 1/16 scale. This is probably more like a 1/14. But it's a good size. I think Traxxas did a good job with the size. I know I've heard some complaints on the size, but I think it's very cool what Traxxas did with this. I think the size is great. let's get a speed pass on the road here, and then we'll get to some.
Alright guys, that looks like it is the end of the battery for the Mini Maxx. Let's take this thing up to the house. Let's take another quick look at both of them, and then I kind of want to talk about some other differences that I think I missed at the beginning. So there is some more stuff that I don't really want to miss here in this video. And the thing is, the Arrma Grom comes with aluminum shocks, fully metal dog bone shafts. It comes with metal shafts. It does have a fully aluminum drivetrain, but so does the Mini Maxx. So just things to kind of keep in mind. They both have clipless designs. I do prefer the clipless design on the Mini Maxx. So if I did not have both of these, but I wanted one, which one would I buy? For me, it's a hard question, guys, because I really like them both. I have a ton of fun with both, but I think it's a lot funner, a lot more fun, or funner, whatever you want to say, to watch the Mini Maxx run than it is to watch the Typhon. The Mini Maxx is a good size. It's like a 1/14th, 1/16th, 1/13th, 1/12th, somewhere in there. We don't know exactly yet, but it's a good little car so far, and it's been fun. The Mini Typhon is also, so it's hard for me to choose. But I think if I had to go into a hobby shop and I was just buying one, I had to choose one, I would pick the Mini Maxx. If I was buying for my nephews, I would buy the Mini Maxx. If I was buying for my nieces, I would buy the Mini Maxx. And the reason is it's just the size. I think it's cooler to watch. It's a little bit bigger. It's going to be harder to work on, but at the end of the day, we'll get through that. Hopefully neither of these break. I mean, I haven't had either one of these models break yet, and they have about the same amount of runs on both. I've really been hitting it hard this last couple days with the Mini Maxx, really driving it, trying to get it to break, and I can't get it to break so far, but I have seen online guys have broke things on them. So it happens. If you hit things hard, they're going to break. They're both going to break if you hit things hard. The Mini Maxx definitely has more protection up front for hitting things than like the Typhon. The Typhon, you go straight into something with the arm, it's going to rip it off. It's just the way it is. So as far as that goes, I really like the Mini Maxx. I really like the Typhon. I have both of them, so I don't have to choose. But if I had to go to the hobby shop today and choose one, I'd buy the Mini Maxx. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like. If you want to see more on these two cars, make sure you subscribe down below, and we'll get you more info on these cars as videos roll. We're going to be doing a speed test on the Typhon here soon. This one is definitely faster than this one, but speed isn't everything, guys. So keep that in mind.